What is up? What is up? What is up? Grand Rising. So a few announcements. I'm just gonna let some of us roll in a little bit, give us a few minutes. It's midweek check-in, but we're also tapping into the Lionsgate. So I'll be going over what Lionsgate means for those who don't know. It's a celestial galactical portal, if you will. So those who are truly tapped in will definitely understand what I'm talking about. I will talk about that just very briefly before I go into the midweek, but I do have some announcements. Okay, so again, I'm just going to wait just a couple more seconds for some of us to get in. I know it's early. You know, we're dealing with the heat all over the place. So some of us are really just trying to get through it all. Where's my lighter? Okay, sipping on some tea, some cold brew tea. Anybody that's tapping in today that wants to get a mini reading may do so. Salute to the new subscribers. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, the notification bell as well. And remember to like, share, and join us from time to time on Foxy Moon's channel. Thank you for anybody who is new and coming into this platform. I channel readings through angels for those who don't know. And those that do know, this is a refresher. We're almost midway through the year. And so there's a lot of changes that are happening, as we can see on a grand scale. So again, those who don't know that that's what I do, I channel readings that way through my angel guides, and basically get tapped in that way. I'm not a medium. I don't do in my personal page on my personal website where you can book readings. I do past life readings. However, I don't put anybody to sleep. I am not equipped to do that. Also, disclaimer, I am not a medical or legal advisor or professional. So anything that is being said is coming from a spiritual standpoint, and you take it the way you need to take it. But definitely, if there are any important medical issues that have been going on, please do seek medical advice, right? What else? So I'm just going to wait a few more seconds, maybe another minute or so to get in, because what I want to talk about is some announcements, but I also have my notes here today in regards to what Lionsgate is about, because we are in the middle of Lionsgate. Its peak, though, happens to be on August 8th, and that's why they call it the 8/8 portal. Okay. We've had many portals, and when we hear portals, some people who are not familiar with that term, it could sound a little spooky. It could sound a little, what's going on here? That doesn't sound right. Portals we think to be evil. In some cases, it can be, but portal is just a gateway. It's just an opening for either something to come in or something to go out, right? So when we hear about these type of eclipses and portals and the red moons, and we hear certain words that associate with portal, we kind of get a little, some of us that are not familiar in the spiritual world kind of get a little antsy and get a little nervous. That's not the case. However, you do need to have yourself protected, i.e. selenite, i.e. shungite, i.e. onyx, i.e. tourmaline, i.e. smoky quartz. So those type of crystals you need to have around you, clear quartz. All right. When these type of energies, if you will, these portals open up, you need to have some type of grounding, red jasper. All right. To keep yourself centered. Because if you are an intuitive person, you are a medium. If you are a light path worker, if you are a healer, if you're an empathic person, sun star, child star seed. You want to have these things to protect you and keep you grounded, because the energy and the frequencies are very high. So I definitely have been buckling down and keeping myself grounded in that regards. Okay, so just waiting for a few to come through, because we usually have some people here. No, again, it's midweek, and I didn't sound the alarm on Monday. I didn't set anything up for Monday because I have to just share with everybody that when we were having a Mindful Monday last week, there, and we were talking about fastings, that particular live got kind of messed up in a way where it wasn't as clear, okay, as far as communication. It kind of got choppy. So what I was basically trying to say is that we need to have all kinds of fastings going on in our lives now, specifically and more importantly, fastings for social media or any type of engagement with that. Watching TV, any type of media, you should be trying to fast away from it at some point and doing intermittent fasting. That was the other thing that I discussed on the Monday's topic. So I didn't have a Mindful Monday this past Monday, and now I'm doing the midweek check-in. So again, my announcements are going to be coming up. I'm going to be talking about that in a little bit. I just want to get, okay, so we got 10:10 now. So I want to just talk a little bit more about what's the importance of Lionsgate, all right? Because Lionsgate, we're in the middle of it now, and at the peak is going to be August 8th. So that's when the sun and the stars, the Sirius star system line up together and create this beautiful portal, which is bringing this high energy. It's called the rebirth of Sirius. And it happens to be lined up with the pyramid Giza or Giza in Egypt. All right, because they believed heavy in that star system. It's definitely aligned. I want to say it's at a 90 degree. I'm no astronomer, disclaimer, so I don't know where the true alignment is, but it is aligned together. And these are what our ancient ancestors, our forefathers, looked towards when they were going through their spiritual awakenings or spiritual harvestings, if you will, because it is in the midway point between the summer solstice and the winter equinox, or rather the fall equinox. All right, so we're in that middle portal or midstream, if you will, to gather your spiritual harvesting, right? So our ancient ancestors, then that's what they look towards. They look to the Sirius star system for this rebirth in spirituality, if you will, but mainly getting a kind of a pinpoint and a destination, so from where they've come during that solstice of the summertime to where they're going in the harvest in the autumn equinox. All right, so that's what the Sirius portal is for them and for us alike now, where we are. There is a big awakening of the collective, that, you know, there's time shifts happening, there's time loops that are happening, there are phenoms and phenomena that are happening that can't be explained, but there's certain things that are coming to the surface now that is definitely more in tune with spirituality. Okay, a lot of our light workers, a lot of our light beings are wakening up. They're seeing things that have been dormant, that their star seed cells have been laying dormant for a long time. They may be getting an activation during this Sirius activation, this Sirius portal. So tapping into that third eye, tapping into your crown chakra. All right, I've been talking about that lately within the past, I don't know, 6 readings or so, you know, seeing that people are going to be getting their spidey powers, getting some type of supernatural powers that they never had before, that they are now going to be experiencing and not understanding. Could this be medical? Could this be, you know, mental? Could this actually be something spiritual? So it's spiritual, guys. If you can't explain it all and you go to the doctors and they can't figure out what's going on, chances are this is something more spiritually happening to you. Again, disclaimer, I'm not a medical professional, so therefore what I'm saying is specifically speaking towards on a spiritual aspect of things. Okay, again, I don't want to take away if there's something really mentally or physically wrong with you, that you should not go and seek medical advice. Holistically, if however way you want to flip it, do so. Don't sit there and be like, oh, but Foxy Moon said I'm getting a headache. It could be because my crown chakra is awakening. No. It could be you are having migraines and you really need to see somebody for that, right? All right. So I'm going to jump in before I touch more back into the series Starseed portal, the 888 portal. Remember that 8 is a number of infinity. All right. So this is there's no ending and there's no dying. And this is another reason why the ancient ancestors of the time looked for this portal as well. They also saw it as the veil being thin, where they can tap into their ancestors or their spirit guides as well. Right. So again, I don't want to hear when we hear the word portal, we're like, oh, demons are coming through. Yeah, there might be some wickedness coming through there. But there's also beautiful things that are coming through as well. And for those who don't know how to discern them, I just say, wear some crystals around you. Okay, get some shungite, get some tourmaline, onyx. All right, you want to have selenite, clear quartz. You want to get these type of crystals to keep around you and keep you grounded, because as I said before, the elevation, the frequency is vibing very higher. All right, so we're shifting again, as I just said, we're shifting in paradigms, we're shifting in dimensions. So we're actually into the fourth dimension now. So this is why we're having some calamity with the third dimension and the fourth dimension, because some of us are still tethered to the third dimension, even though we are third dimensional people. Right? Our flesh and blood is third dimensional. Well, the blood can be dispelled because we are made of star seeds. So we're part of that galaxy and we're part of the solar system. However, this meat suit, if you will, this flesh here is its thought process rather is still kind of tethered to the 3D. So us moving forward into the 4D and the 5D, where that's more consciousness, we can do things telepathically, we can talk telepathically, we can see things more clearly with our third eye. That's what's taking place. And these portals that keep opening up, at certain times of the year, that's what that all means. All right. So, all right. So, I had somebody who popped in. Salute to them. Again, thank you for my new subscribers. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and stay tuned. Hit the notification bell from time to time that I do come on lives. I try to come on often, but I'm changing that because times have changed again in my household. And so I need to honor that and honor my spirit body and honor my spirit guides, letting me know that certain things we need to be fasting from. All right. So let's take another little quick sip. And I am kind of early from my usual people because I do kind of come on between 10:30, 10:45ish. So this isn't my normal time, but sometimes you just need to get in and get out, get the job done and get out of there, right? So if you show up early, you can get the work done and then you can leave early. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to just crack open what the notifications are right now. As of Monday, or rather today, I will not be doing any personal readings on my website. I have actually just put it on shutdown mode for a moment. Until the end of August, I will go back and see if I'm going to open up in September and see how that goes. So for right now, there are no more personal readings until probably next month. I have to see how time and allotment of time at home and how I can fit that in. But for right now, no personal readings. If anybody is interested in a reading, when I do come on, they can ask for a mini personal reading where I do it here live face to face. with a, you know, with a donation contributed to that. But again, as of right now, all personal readings are on temporary hiatus. Okay. The next notification is I'm only going to be doing midweek check-ins and all signs. So that means that like on Wednesday I come in, or if I don't come in on a Wednesday, it'll probably be a Thursday, only for the midweek and all signs. I'm not doing the Mindful Monday as of now. I'm putting that on a hiatus as well. And maybe come the fall season, I probably come back on and do that. It's just there with this series portal. Actually, this made me make sense, and I'm doing a reading for myself that this is a time for rebirth. I almost kind of feel like a mom waiting to give birth, because it's that, if any woman knows what that feels like, it's those last weeks leading up to being giving birth, where you're kind of just like nesting, or you're not feeling like doing much of anything, or you're cleaning and you're getting yourself prepared for something to come. And basically that's what I'm doing at this moment. So I'm doing a spiritual nesting. I'm doing a kind of a spiritual fasting, if you will, where my time on my program, on my platform, I'm not going to do too much of. I may pop in with other people's platforms. I'm not, that's why it's called fasting, because even if I go on to somebody else's platform and I do some talking, the chances are that I'm hearing other stuff. It's the less and less that it just brings me down, and not feeling sad, but just the energy, this is currency that we give to people back and forth. It's not physical, financial currency, but it's still currency nonetheless. And the more you give out to people, the less you start, your energy starts to go down and down and down. So while it's fun and I have a great time being on other people's platforms and contributing, my input, and just being there for moral support or morale, or just having a good time, at this moment, I'm going to be on my fasting. So I'm not off completely. I'm just taking a hiatus on certain things. So again, only midweek is when I'm coming on and doing all signs. So at the end of the month, I'll definitely be doing all signs. And I probably will come on every other week. So not every month and not every Wednesday, there will be a midweek check-in. All right. What I suggest is that anybody who is, anticipating to have a midweek check-in, go back to the last week's midweek check-in, because it's kind of like a week-to-week span or a 2-week. Energy changes, so you want to give that time to let things settle, see if things really make sense, see if it pertains to you. Again, these are general messages, so please take what resonates with you and chuck out what doesn't. All right. Do not try to make every message fit into your paradigm. It's just not for you. It's not your time. Again, this is where if you do want to have a little mini reading at the end of these midweek check-ins, you can do so. Otherwise, try not to make it fit. All right. And lastly, again, no personal reading for now. In August, I'm not, I will revisit at the end of August if I'm going to open up for personal readings again, but my schedule in my home life is shifting, with school and all that stuff. So I just need to figure out some things. But for right now, unfortunately, guys, I'm sorry if you were looking for a personal reading. Miss Sharon, hit me up behind the scenes, email me, and we'll talk. All right. Because I know Miss Sharon we do have our readings from time to time. So with that, okay. Now, I got an article from Forever Conscious in regards to the 888 portal, okay? And it is the Lionsgate portal. So the Lionsgate portal started the 28th of I don't want to say December. Something's happening in December. The 28th of July, and it ends August 12th. But the peak the most important part of this Lionsgate happens to be on August 8th. So that's going to be next Monday, right? Let me put my glasses on. That happens to be next Monday. I'm excited, very excited. So I will give us little clues, and not clues, I will give us little tidbits of how to navigate, if you will, through this portal. Doing this fasting. This is another reason why I've been inclined and guided through my spirit guides to take some time away from the everythings, and you're going to have to kind of get censored. So doing spiritual baths, fasting, meditation, not eating certain things, maybe not eating at all, doing an intermittent fasting where you're doing 16 to 8. So you're not fasting, you're not eating or anything really 16 hours of the day or 8 hours of the day, however you want to switch it, right? Letting our bodies rest and digest, giving meditation, giving prayer, giving homage, giving thankfulness. So we have to incorporate all this while we're doing this. And we should be doing this anyway, period. But during this 8-8 is the rebirth or spiritual alignment, if you will, where our ancestors or ancient ancestors looked to the star, the North Star, the Sirius star, and that's where they were getting their downloads, their spiritual downloads from. All right. So it's a perfect alignment on 888 where the sun, the star system of Ceres, and the sun in Leo, I believe is at 12 or 15 degrees, don't quote me on that, line up perfectly, all right, with the pyramids of Giza that happens to be in Egypt, right? Now, we can have some alignments here, but the way it's angled out there in Egypt, again, I am not an astrologer. I am not a, what do they call those? Astronomer. But if you could look up and see where the Ceres planet lines up in the Americas, kudos. It most likely might match up some of the pyramids down in Mexico. All right. So Ceres is considered our spiritual sun, and it's considered by ancient astrologers as the rebirth of our spirit energy and the spirit energy of the sun, of the planet. The ancients were very in tune with the star Ceres, as they believed it was the gateway to heaven and home of higher vibrational beings. So when we hear the word portal, that's what that is. It's the gateway and opening, if you will, for the heavens and for high vibrational beings, i.e. why I said we're in the fourth dimension, moving up to the fifth and sixth dimension, where some of us have actually seen things even in the 3D. But mostly for the majority or the collective, you'll be seeing things with your own two eyes. It's not even going to be so much intuitively. It's going to be with your two bare eyes that you could see certain things walking around. Was that really what that was? Yeah, it was, spiritually speaking, right? And it's also between the 28th and the 12th. It is a spiritual portal. Okay, so while that all sounds great, and hopefully I can communicate better with my grandmother, August 11th, who is on the other side, that can also bring in some other unsavory type of high vibrational beings that may not be of the light, sort to say. All right, so that can also, again, that's why I advise that we stay grounded, stay protected, right? If you're into do the holy oil, the holy water, and all that other good stuff, you do it if that suits you. But basically, you want to keep yourself grounded with crystals, all right? Because we are vibrational beings, and therefore the crystals are in tune with us, okay? Moving on. They also believe that the energy of Ceres carried highly advanced wisdom that we can tap into. This opening can bring awakenings and lift our consciousness to new heights. Okay, so this could also be, if you're in dream state, you're having these phenomenal dreams. You could be having I've been having a lot of apocalyptic dreams lately before the Stargate. So you could be having those type of dreams. You could be having dreams of seeing beings. All right, that's them talking to you. So when people are like, "Oh yeah, you really had dreams of aliens," or you really listen, they are high vibrational beings. If this portal is open and it's thin enough, sure they can get in and they can talk, because they know, they see who they can talk to. It's not everybody that they sit around talking with. They know who they can talk to, because some of us vibrate louder than others. Some of us vibrate and our aura shows a little bit more. Think about when you look up in the sky at night and you see the stars. There are some stars that are twinkling a little bit more brighter than the others. Does it take away from the stars and their greatness? No, it just means your eyes are going to gravitate towards the one that's sparkling a little bit more, like, ooh. Well, that's what these vibrational beings, ghosts, spirits, aliens, if you will, we'll just call them all high vibrational beings for argument's sake. That's what they look at when they look down at us, because we're emitting that same type of sparkle that we see up there in the heavens. They're seeing it with us. So the ones that are shining the brightest, that's who they're going to go to, and that's who they're going to make their communication with. So you could be having dreams of deceased relatives, friends, family alike, who are coming in, talking to you, giving you messages, or just, letting you know that they love you, that they're here, they're around, for whatever the reason that they show up. So you can also be getting more confirmation by animals, more, I've lately been getting butterflies, the monarch butterflies, which I haven't seen since my grandmother transitioned in 2018. I usually see the little white ones, and if that's common, but the monarch in the hood, not often. And I live near an area where it's kind of, there are parks and stuff, but like I said, it hasn't been since 2018. So again, as I'm saying, there's this veil that's here that is thinned out. It's letting our, if you will, our deceased loved ones come over onto the other side. Let you know that they're here with you, right? Saying hi. It's like their holiday, if you will. And so with that, I'm going to also just talk about, again, as I did with the spiritual baths, I'm going to talk about these things in regards to our ancestors. All right, let me continue reading. So they called it Rising of Ceres. It's the rebirth of spirit, which happens to occur right around the heart of Leo season. As we know, my brother Maybach's in the building. Salute. As we know, Leo is the king of heart, lion heart, right? It's not just the movie. It's not just the king. They called him Lionheart because his heart was of gold. His heart was of love. So with Leo season, when we not think of the negative of Leo, but we think of it being on the positive note, where this person's love is just, astounding, if you will. They are loveful, loveless, but you piss a Leo off pretty much, and they will leave you for dead. They will say you are dead when you are living, and they will cut all communication off just to spite their face. I love them. I love Leos. I got a lot of Leo placement in me, so I definitely am vibing right now. I'm feeling the love. So, Leos, you shine right now. It's your time. Okay, so they're called the rising. This is called the Rising of Ceres, the rebirth of spirit, which happens to occur right in the heart of Leo season. So August 8th, the sun is just 15 degrees. There we go. It's 15 degrees of Leo, marking halfway between the June solstice or summer solstice and September equinox or fall. Again, what we're doing is taking an account of what we did so far in summer, right? The summer solstice, because that's bringing this life, that's bringing this, I'm getting like revolutionary kind of energy. I don't know why that popped in my head, but in the summertime, we're doing, right? We have more time to think about harvesting. We have more time to be out there getting the work done. with the solstice, this June solstice or the summer solstice, right? It gives us time to do more work in the day than it does in the fall, right? So this is why in the fall we're gathering everything that we have planted during the spring and the summertime and collecting our harvest in the summer and the fall equinox. All right. So again, so 15 degrees. All right. So it's right almost perfectly in lines with and I'm no masonry. I don't know the numbers and stuff like that. Numerologist. I don't know what the degrees and how that perfectly aligns, but it perfectly aligns, okay, with August the 8th, and 15 degrees where the sun meets 15 degrees in Leo, okay, and reaching the halfway mark of where the veil, all right, the veil between the realm of spirit and the 3D world meet. All right, this is why our ancestors were doing this type of celebration, this type of gathering together, because this is their solstice of the spirits, of the high vibrational beings. So having celebrations, let me finish and then we're going to talk about what we can be doing during this 8/8 portal. All right, lastly, the number 88 in numerology represents infinity and DNA activation. Salute to my voodoo, salute, brother. All right, so it's DNA activation. So we can unblock and upgrade the memory of our cells, allowing us to bring more healing, peace, and love into our being. All right, so that 88 is about infinity and DNA activation. So Leo, again, being out there in the sun, right? Not too much, because a lot of us are in a winter. I wish. A lot of us are in a heat wave. All right, New York City is in the third week of heat wave. It's not as bad though, because we've had really bad heat waves where it was in the triple digits a couple of years ago. So I'm not complaining. However, this is a good time to be out there, get that pineal activated, all right, especially during this Lionsgate portal, because you're going to be tapping in. And like I said, those high vibrational beings are going to be zeroing on you because you are vibrating higher. You could be one of those beings that, like I said, vibrate higher than the person next to you. And so those beings want to tap in and talk to you, not your cousin next to you, not your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your brother, your sister, you, because you are the vibrational being that they know can hear and see them. So with that being said, during this portal, if you have an altar, all right, what is an altar? It's a little place that you have set up for your ancestors, or if you're into, your deities, you want to clean that off now. This is the time to clear it off, because we're going through a rebirth. So like mothers, women who are about to give birth, we do this thing called nesting, where we're kind of impatient. We're tired of being pregnant. So we're cleaning up things. We're getting some things done. We're taking breaks when we need to, right? If you do have an altar, you want to make sure that you clean it off very well. Put your flowers up there. All right. Clear out your bowls, your water. All right. Don't keep stale water in there. I pretty much clean out my bowl every day. Although one of my good sisters was telling me, no, you could leave it out for the day, for the next day. And so, and I'm like, because I'm thinking in my head, all right, so they're not physically there to drink the water, although that's to be determined. But think about it. If you yourself, had water, would you want to drink the next day's sitting water? I mean, you probably could. It's not going to contaminate you. It's not going to do any harm. But I feel those, like, they're beings that need to have that cleaned and have fresh water. It's just me. Also doing spiritual baths. Okay, I did mention that a couple of seconds ago. We want to do spiritual baths where we're sitting in some either Himalayan salt, some Epsom salt, baking powder. All right, you can put in some flowers if you want to, some lavender, and some Florida water. Put yourself in that, sit in that for about a good 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Do your meditations there, do your prayers in there. You can have incense lighting up around you. Doesn't have to be fancy, okay? But this is the time where we want to me, I feel I'm getting like, to me, it's like Christmas if people celebrate that. You know, this anticipation, everybody gets happy and they're ready for presents and giving and seeing family members that they haven't seen. My Lotus is here. Yay. Salute my Lotus. So it's kind of like what I'm getting with what Lionsgate is, but except that, we're not going to be seeing the physical family members. We're going to be seeing the spiritual family members. So, getting candles and lighting that up on your altar, or having that throughout your home, saging, if you will, or Palo Santo. You want to have your home as vibrant as if you are receiving company. That's how you want to have your home for the next couple of days, if you haven't been doing this already. But specifically 888, which happens to be on a Monday, which falls on a moon day, because the moon is ruled by Monday is ruled by moon. So it's a lot of spirit, a lot of heavy spiritual energy coming through. And so you want to seize that to its fullest. All right. Also, the other things that we can be doing is journaling, but more so doing whatever it is that you want to manifest now, because this is a great time for manifestation. Whatever it is that you're interested in doing or want to see within the next, 6 months that we have left, or towards the end of this Gregorian calendar, put that out there into this portal, because as I said, it's a gateway between these high vibrational beings. So if you want to talk to Aunt Jessie, who may her soul be rested, Aunt Jessie just came to me. But I'm sure we all have an Aunt Jessie in our house that we were very cool with, that we're very close with, or your grandfather. This is the time to receive them, talk to them, and put that word out there to them and say, hey, listen, this is what I'm trying to do, and pass the message along to them. Because as I said, the ancient ancestors saw this portal as a gateway to heaven, and also for their spirits and their loved ones to come through. So think of this time, if you will, almost like Christmas. We're receiving those gifts. We're receiving those beautiful downloads that are coming from the heavens, from the high vibrational beings. All right. But we're also going to be seeing relatives. We're also going to be getting family coming in. So clean your house out. Mondays and Saturdays are the best days to do it. So Monday I did clean up. On Monday and it just so happened because I had to get a part of my apartment fixed in the bathroom. So I said, I wasn't feeling the energy. And I said, I need to wipe down these floors, because they were moving back and forth with their feet. Perfect. Lit up the sage and did my thing. So that's cleared, right? So we want to, mop our floors down. You can use ammonia, whatever cleaning detergent that you're using, put a little Florida water in it. And mop from the back of your home to the front of your home, airing out, leaving the door open, leaving your windows wide open, letting that fresh air come in, just as you would if your grandmother was coming to your house and you needed to clean that house up. Excuse me. This is how you want to act during this Lionsgate, especially 888. So this weekend, guys, get to cleaning. You got enough time now. We're only Wednesday. Monday is the actual portal alignment. All right. And it's going to end. It will peak down on the 12th of August. So you still have a couple of days to get in there and, channel with your loved ones. Get right with yourself. First, I'm not doing any personal readings. So it's kind of been on a, I forgot what I put the sign. There is no sign on my website, but the personal readings I have marked off my calendar until the end of the month. I got to see how it works towards the end of the month, if I'm going to open it back up, what days I may have to shift days again because of school and stuff. But as of right now, especially because I'm going through this type of transformation with this Lionsgate, they advise me to pump my brakes on that. Also, again, I'm only going to be doing midweek check-ins and all signs. I'm not going to be doing the Mindful Mondays. If I do, it probably be more closer towards maybe the end of the month. If that, I'll see how I'm advised to do so. And if anybody does want to have any mini personal readings, they can do so when I come on live after I have done the midweek check-in. So, and midweek check-in is going to be, instead of every week, it's going to be every other week. So every other Wednesday, except for when I have to do the all signs, I'll be doing that instead of the midweek on the Wednesday. So we have 5 weeks in this month. I think that's enough time to get stuff together and move along. Okay. And last thing, so now that we know what we're coming up against, right? It's a beautiful time. It's also a weird and particular time as well, peculiar time as well. Because we have so many things popping up on the media. Again, we need to be doing some fasting. Please, if you can do just a couple of days, or maybe if best on Monday, maybe to stay away from social media for a couple of hours, if you can do that. Because we really have to realign and rewire our brains, especially our spiritual brain and our spiritual selves. We're coming into this paradigm where we're moving. So our high vibrational selves are moving. We're in that 4D, going to the 5D and the 6D. And as I said before, some of us are not ready or don't know what it is to leave the third dimension, and we still have these ideations, these ideologies still stuck in our head, and we're holding on to that. So we see this tug of war. We see all types of plagues and illnesses popping up and stuff, and I'm just like, what in the world? All right, seeing some girl with all these kind of look like Google eyes on her mouth. I'm sick. I'm sick to my stomach. I just ordered me a refill of sea moss and bladderwrack from Holistic Heights. So please, shameless plug, you guys go to her website and get as much sea moss, bladderwrack, you name it, elderberry, get all that good stuff, because you really need to have your body immune and fortified to the nefarious things that are going on about here. All right. I don't want to go into this conspiracy bag and try to tie all this stuff together, because, some people are like, and this is, I tried to talk about it yesterday, and my mom was like, well, and she's my master teacher. And she was like, well, and I was like, all right, Mom, I'm going to end this conversation, because if it is, part of it is man-made, part of it is spiritually inclined, and you mix that together, it's, keep swerving, duck your head down, move to the left, move to the right, however you got to move strategically. All right. Guard yourself up spiritually. All right. Because we're talking about spiritual warfare. So we want to get, like I said, we want to get our crystals and armors. We want to get our fruits and vegetables fortified into us. Right. Whatever tonics and tinctures that you can get, we want to have that in our systems. All right. And just be one. And during this portal, this is what's asking of you, to be in alignment with your higher self, so you can tap in with those higher beings and your spiritual, guardians, ancestors, your loved ones, and so forth and so on. So, it's a great time, but it's also a weird time too. And you got to know how to play chess. I don't know how to play chess, but I'm learning by just being here, the game of life. So we got to know how to go in and sometimes we'll step into something we didn't know that we got ourselves into. And so you have to do your reassessment and realignment. And if you are not clear, mind, body, and soul, you're going to stay stuck. You're going to stay in positions that you keep wondering, how do I keep getting here? Why am I here? It's not always them. Sometimes it's you. You create your own hell, and you can create your own heaven. But be mindful who you keep around you. If you're clearing out all that gunk in your pineal gland, you can see That's what I'm saying. This is a beautiful time. It's a beautiful time because the empaths, the sensitives, the light beings, the light workers, the oracles, the intuitives, whew, you're getting your Christmas gifts early. You're getting your blessings of discernment. You're getting your blessings of now is your time to shine. It's a great time to be alive. It's a great time to be alive all the time. But when these things happen, all right, so that was that. Let's go into the midweek check-in. So we're doing for your health, wealth, and romance. Now, in romance, as I was shuffling the deck, I got a clairaudient, and I usually don't, but I wanted to get the cards. I wanted to get all this prepared out the way so that I can give you the homework assignment. And while I was shuffling specifically for the romance deck, the oracle, the love angel oracle, while I shuffled twice, I saw recognition. All right, the card recognition, and it popped up twice while I was shuffling. All right. I don't know what's going on there, but we'll dive a little deeper and see. There could be some reconciliations with a soulmate, could be reconciliation with a family member. I don't know. Also in the soul connection oracle, I got guilt and tested as I was shuffling. So somebody's relationship could be tested. This is why this reconciliation is happening. So I don't know. All right. And then I heard a song. Your love is so good to me. That's by Keith Sweat. So I might be channeling somebody who's mid-40s to up, because Keith Sweat came around in the 80s, and most of my viewers might have been in diapers at that time. I say most. I know there's a few of us that are in our mid-40s, but if you know that song by Keith Sweat, take a listen to those words. This could be for you, and that was for the love. Jeez. All right, let's move along now and start off with your health. All right, for the collective. And we're using this fancy schmancy tarot deck. I can't pronounce it. It's French. And we're going to see what's going on for the health. Again, this is for the midweek, but this can be towards tomorrow, Thursday, later on today. So you decipher how this works for you and try not to make it fit. Also know that we have masculine and feminine energy in us both. So if you see a card that has a female on it, and if you're a male looking at it, please don't get caught up in the gender, because that's what we're doing. All right, so first card that showed up, I may clarify it. All right, swords in reverse, and the devil card. Yeah, baby, in reverse. All right, so your card is the Knight of Swords. All right, this is Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini energy. So if you are a Libra, Aquarius, a Gemini, or even a Capricorn, this message is specifically geared towards you. All right, so in health, whatever issues, because some of us have been dealing with some digestive issues. I'm seeing that's been cleared out. That's been taken away. And some things are moving fast and quickly again. So if not having to do with physical health, this has to do with mental, okay, because the swords have to do with communication, has to do with the mental and truth, okay. With this devil energy here, this has to do with, toxicities, taboo sex, just everything negative to do with the devil. All right, so some of us are reclaiming back ourselves, mentally speaking. So could be drug addictions, could be sex addictions, could be in a toxic relationship that has come to an end. Somebody has really put the mark of Zorro out there, like they're moving forward and taking back, they're reclaiming themselves. All right. There could have been somebody playing mind games. All right. So there's this no more with the Ten of Swords in reverse as well. It's like, I'm letting it all go. I'm letting it go at all costs. So this could be why that I was channeling that song Your Love by Keith Sweat, because somebody could be singing that on the opposite end, like your love is so good to me, and somebody's like, no, it doesn't matter anymore. You could sing all you want. It's a manipulation tactic, and somebody, collective, whoever this is for you, or if this is you, you're not having it anymore. I'm seeing Wolverine. I don't know why. Wolverine can mean something for you. Okay. Let's clarify. And we'll use the Witches deck. All right, we'll use the Witches deck. Yeah, I don't know what Wolverine could be your favorite character in Marvel, but you know, he has the claws and he regenerates. So if he gets hurt, his skin will grow over, and he's got the bio exoskeletal, so he regenerates back. Nothing hurts him. So somebody's just gotten, you know, grew their balls back. Somebody's got the cojones and was like, I'm not having it no more. No more. No more of your lying. No more of your cheating. No more of your deception. No more giving me drugs to cool me down, to calm me down. No more of your lies. You know, your sweet tooth ways, your sweet soothsayers, playing those romantic songs, trying to get me back. Not happening. All right. Okay. Let's clarify. Let me just shuffle this deck real quick, because I didn't know if I was going to do a clarifying deck. So, all right, what is this Knight? You probably told somebody off, you know, spoke your mind. Good for you, collective. I definitely get like X. Somebody just X them out, like the mark of Zorro, like I'm out. Okay. This could have been somebody who's like immature in the mind, like they think like a teenager or like a young adult, so they're not literally like mentally mature. All right, we got the Moon card here in reverse. Yeah, so you see things. This is Pisces energy, Cancer. Then we got the Sun card here. Yeah, August. Here we go, Leo. Here we go. And then we got High Priestess again, that Piscean energy. But this is somebody really seeing Lionsgate might have really is helping them get to see some clarity going on here. All right. So they see that this person is doing the trickery, the you know, the sneakiness, the undercover, probably sneaking out at night, you know, with this devil energy. Okay. So, and this, you know, with the High Priest, yeah, and then Lover right underneath it. Yep. And then we got the Page of Cups here. They're trying to be sweet, and you know, so this is that mental, using that mental manipulation, minds, right? And so we need our mental as well as our physical. So this person could have been breaking you down, mentally wearing you down, so that physically you look a certain kind of way. You know, there could be some type of physical abuse going on, you know, a lot of scratching, or somebody could be doing cutting because they're angry and they're upset with the way this relationship is. But you've reclaimed yourself back to, I'm not doing any of this. I'm not doing harm to myself, and I'm not letting anybody do any harm to me mentally. Okay. Get that lion energy in you, please. Woo. Salute to that person. Salute to anybody. Salute to everybody when they start using their brains and just knowing, as I said, sometimes we put ourselves in positions, we step into some things where we don't really see it all for what it is. And then we're sitting there like, oh shit, why did I get myself wrapped up in this? Why did I get myself wrapped up with this person? Why am I in this place? All right. It has to happen. Okay, so let's move on to finances. Movie. You just watched the Wolverine? Oh, that was a good movie. I like Wolverine. Wolverine is cool. Okay. So what's going on for finances, please? You know, and this could have been a husband and wife situation, somebody who you're deemed, you know, married with. All right. You don't necessarily have to be legally married. But there's this yeah, there's this, it's a couples kind of thing, or you just, you know, you're with somebody and they're just trying to, you know, run out and do the okie doke, messing with your head. So they're singing, your love is so good to me. Yeah, well, all right. So what's going on for finances, please? Oh, child, it is hot, hot, hot. Hot, hot, hot. Hot tamales. Okay. So finances, we have here the Page of Wands, all right, in reverse. Fire energy, we got the Six of Swords in reverse as well. And then we got the Page of Coins here. Ooh, likey, likey, likey. All right, so fire signs showed up, all right. Leo, this could be specifically for Leo right now. So whatever creative juices you were flowing, or whatever is happening, you know, this could be Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, but doesn't necessarily have to be. This is fire energy here. There's some creativeness that's kind of like on hiatus. There's kind of like this pause, if you will, or this standstill. You could be reflecting about how this will get money, or you're working on a starter program. All right, because we got the Seven of Wands here. All right, so you could have to be fighting off maybe some legal issues, a small claims court. Or child support. Okay, let's clarify a little bit. This could be if this is child support issues, it could be having to do with two children. All right, could be school age children, or like preteens, two boys, maybe twins. Doesn't necessarily have to be. I'm just saying this is what I'm seeing. All right, but you know, financially, there could be like this stomping block of creativity, and maybe having to start all over again, where I'm getting like a relaunch, all right, in your business. Something to do with men's, I'm hearing men's club. I don't know what men's club that means, but like could be you know, the men's staff, or hair products that just for me. So, you know, there could be a man, or I mean, this could be man or woman, but there is, what I'm getting is this could be a man having an issue with starting up their men's product. All right. And this could have to do with libido. Small investments. So if you're doing that, you may need to look, maybe get a small invest, like an invest. Okay, I can't talk. Get a small investor in on this, because you might be trying to go extend yourself to somebody who's like, say for instance, like a Walmart, that they've never heard of you. They don't know what product it is. Yada yada. You're probably not going to get the bang for your buck, or you're probably not going to be recognized that way because you are a small company. So maybe start off the connection. Says connection. Okay, whatever. Queen Kels is in the building. Salute, Queen Kels. Salute. Yeah, as soon as I said a big company, internet, stop it. All right, so let's see why is this wands here, please. Okay, we got the Devil card here. Devil card, the Five of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. So, Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm getting contraceptive. All right. So somebody can be trying to start up a company or start up a I'm getting like a pilot program in regards to contraception or some type of sexual product. All right, we got the Nine of Pentacles here in reverse. So I feel like whoever is trying to do this, they're aiming too high. They're trying to, no pun intended, but they're reaching kind of above, past their resources. So, you're going to have to revamp this. That's startup. So somebody's restarting or relaunching because they're going to have to really go into humble beginnings because no one knows who you are, and the market, what you're trying to sell. Some people may be a little like, because when it has to deal with sexual, contraceptions or reproductions, if it's not FDA approved or something like that, you may need to try to either relabel it or revamp it, because what you're doing is you're going to be losing money because you're channeling. You got these 5 of Wands and the 7 of Wands here, so you're trying to like uh, beat out competition and battle competition. However, you have to and that's that fire energy, that's that Leo energy, was like, I'm big, I got this, I can do this, do. You're gonna have to pull it down a notch. You're gonna have to pull it back a little bit because you're shooting for the gusto, and that's great. But if you really want to be seen and you want to have credibility behind you, you're going to have to fine tooth comb this, and seek small backings, for small financial backings. All right, people who instead of going to a big company, as I said before, maybe going to a mom and pop store or a mom and pop online and putting your business there, as opposed to trying to go to a big conglomerate, because they're going to be like, we don't know what you no. And especially that, because if it needs to be FDA approved, and because you don't have that going behind you, you could be doing this holistically. Their chances are may not approve you, and there's going to be some redlining. All right, so try to, either you're revamping or relaunching, you need to take a look at what it is, because I'm getting a lot of like sexual, either like tablets or some type of sexual. If it is for libido, again, that has to be run through some kind of patented FDA. All right, okay. All right. So, and that's Capricorn energy there. That has to do with money as well. So you definitely don't want to lose any more money, because I feel like whoever this is, they're losing money trying to, trying to go big instead of just staying small, and like, mainly, again, like, you might have to reach a mom and pop kind of situation as opposed to going to a big company and bombing out there. All right, okay, let's move on to romance. As I said, I had got channeled with reconciliation twice. It showed up as I was shuffling. Guilt and tested in the other love oracle. So somebody could be going through some things. It is what it is. Queen Kel says, got to get some things done. Just wanted to stop through. Awesome. Awesome. All right. It's all good. Let's get a sip real quick. And let's get to the romance of the reading. All right. And we're using the angel romance. This is where I saw reconciliation, calling in your soulmate. Somebody's just like, Okay. All right, let's just shuffle really quickly again. This could be the one, it says here. I will stop there. Okay. So let's see what else is going on here for the collective. Okay. So healing family issues. And bottom of the deck says, make the effort. Somebody is singing that Keith Sweat song, and what's there? And then children. All right. So this is a family. Again, as I said, like it could be a couple, husband and wife. It doesn't necessarily have to be husband and wife. They live like husband and wife. We're healing these family issues. Could be somebody went out cheating. All right. And you know, with having family, having children, sometimes we make the effort for the sake of, but in the finances, remember I saw there could be child support to children. So, you know, this could be an ending of a marriage, and therefore the devil's going to show up. The devil's going to rear his ugly little horns and say, but they don't know that they were in the wrong. All right. Healing family issues. Your life benefits as you forgive your parents or partners, and you can move on. There's nothing wrong with, all right, this person scorned me. I'm not going to be the bitter one, because remember, we're in Lionsgate right now. So we got to let go of all those harboring ill will feelings towards one another so we can vibrate and go up on that higher level. I want to be one with the numbers, if you get what I mean. All right, so let's see what else is here. All right, and we're using this other oracle, the Island Time Wellness Love Oracles. Islands, feeling irie. Okay. All right, so what is here with this healing issues? You know, this could be towards a father figure, all right, having some issues, or maybe had childhood issues growing up and didn't know how, and doesn't know how to be a father or father figure towards his children. All right, so that could be some issues there. You know, losing a mother at an early age could have stumped them from really knowing how to become a parent. Okay. Yeah, so this has to do with a married couple. We got union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love. All right, so definitely, you know, marriage is in the air there. Okay, the chaser, yeah. So whoever got the blocks, whoever got the X, they're on the opposite side. They're like, oh, but you know, trying to run back, like your love is so good to me, and everything you do just blows my mind. Yeah, so somebody wants the old thing back. Yeah. Remember, there's monkeypox. Okay, so yeah, acts, breakup, separation. So this relationship is in separation right now. Okay, there's definitely this chopping block. Somebody didn't make healthy choices. Again, that's that cheating. You know, I'm not going to be up for debate about this. But, you know, some will say, but, you know, healthy, choice, you know, relationships and having extramarital, that's not the healthiest thing to do. Why? Because you are opening up your body to ailments. So if somebody's trying to do some sexual, you know, trying to do sexual prophylactics or vitamins or whatever, yeah, because that's messing up. It will eternally mess up your organs and eventually kill you off. Right? Disclaimer, I am no medical professional. These are statistics that lets us know about what happens if sexually transmitted diseases go untreated. Well, it's the same thing with your spirit. You're not cleansing your spirit and doing the things that you need to do. You're going to be carrying these transmutable spirits onto you. Changes the way you think, the way you eat, the way you feel. Right? So if somebody was having a toxic person in their relationship and not understanding, hey, that's not me, that's not the way I usually am, but they find themselves doing unsavory things, doing things that goes against their morals, going against, you know, if say for instance, sexual taboos, things that they would never do sexually, now they're doing it because they're with this person. All right. You need to spare yourself. right? Where is your limit? How far are you going to go just to please or be or appeasing to this person that you consider yourself your spouse or your loved one? It's a fine line, right? And then they'll say, oh, well, you know, cheating is not cheating is toxic. You can slice it and dice it any which way you want. It can affect families. It can affect the outcome, because in this society we are not what you call poly whatever and having multiple husbands and multiple wives. We're pretty much a monogamous society here in America, so it's usually one-on-one. Somebody goes and dips out, it can be stressful on the person on the other end, or for all parties, because eventually somebody's going to get hurt in the different characters and the different realms of being hurt. Could be physically, could be psychologically, could be emotionally, you know, and having some sexual transmitted stuff. So if you need to do the chopping block with somebody, then hey, you know what I'm saying? All right, let's see what else is going on here. Healthy choices. You're making the choice to take care of yourself, right? How much you gonna let? All right, what else? Silent treatment. Yeah, we got the butterfly. So relationship, evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. As I said, there could be this male who's dealing with his own inner, and we got healthy choice again right underneath that, who can be dealing with his own, I don't want to say inner demons, but if he's never had his mother, or his mother was passed away when he was at a young age, he may not understand the touch of a female in that respect of caring and nurturing. Therefore, him transmuting it or transferring it onto his children, he may not understand or may not know how to do that so well because he didn't have that growing up. I don't want to make that as an excuse, but that can be an issue. That can happen, right? So, you know, this can cause some people sometimes. I don't want to make excuses for cheaters, but I'm just saying sometimes mentally speaking, you know, if you've been in a relationship long enough, sometimes the tires start to wear thin, right? Should that be an excuse to go cheat? No. However, if there are different paradigms happening within this relationship and it's starting to tear thin and people kind of going in different directions, though together, they may need to have some healing done with this butterfly. They may need to have their time and their space. Does this mean you'll call for the divorce? Or listen, I'm not here to judge. We all been through that. Some of us have been through it multiple times and still will get along, right? And some of us are like, you know, one time is enough for me and that's it. Kudos. But this is why this is this perfect time during this Lionsgate to do this type of inner work, this inner healing. You may need to isolate yourself from certain things, people, and places. This is what I'm saying, going off of the social media. That's why I'm taking a little, I got to, because it's almost toxic. It's been toxic, but we're seeing things play out, and it's almost everybody's regurgitating a lot of stuff that now it's like, okay, they're doing it for shock and awe, and it's really just so much stupidity. Some stuff are really just educational. I kind of just like checked out, you know, and as far as, like I said, as far as going on other people's platforms and, you know, be it on the panel, because I've been on the panels and stuff, and it's just like, you know, it's fun. You get your kicks, you get your thrills and stuff. But for somebody who is a light being or a root worker or you know, they work with the chakras, or they're a Reiki healer or a oracle, whatever you want to call it, they get a little worn down. And that social media is the first thing that targets them, because it's almost constantly, you turn it on and it's in your face. You turn on the news, it's always this fear mongering, right? or if you go and scroll through social media, it's propaganda and there's fear mongering again. Or it's the stuff about relationships and, people living this fake life where it makes somebody really think, oh, geez, like they'll fall into the trap of maybe I shouldn't have ended my relationship. Like there's like being mature enough adult to understanding, understanding, and overstanding that certain things you can tolerate and go, past. But if it becomes a level of disrespect and it's constant disrespect, then that's where we have to draw the lines. Or if there's physical stuff happening, then that's, again, we have to draw the lines. But if there's things that really are just because you're out there being a horn dog and you're like, oh, it's summertime and these, chicks are out here with the poom poom shorts on, and these guys are walking around with these daddy shorts on and they looking good. Stop. It's lust. It's lust. And we got to get out of that lustful devil card energy, because we're in a very beautiful spiritual alignment right now. I'm not trying to act like Mother Teresa, because some of them guys wearing those daddy shorts, I have to pull my glasses down and be like, let me see something for a second. Just being for real. Girl I had on poo-poo shorts the other day. Jinx was right up into her crotch. I'm like, where's the shorts at? So I get it. But we got to tap back into that spiritual realm, because this is where these issues are. This is where we're getting all these nasty diseases and stuff. Not to say that never has been, and it's always been there. But we're losing sight of self. If we're shifting into a high vibrational plateau, why are we still doing 3D shit? Like, and I'm talking to the light people. I'm not even talking to the low vibrationals that's because they staying true to who they are. They're staying true to that low vibration. But I'm talking about light workers or light beings that you could have been doing so much more, and you turn around and open up stuff on a low. I don't want to be judgy, and I don't want to be judgy, but my eyes cannot unsee what I saw. And I'm like, damn, well, if that's all you could really do for the people, then okay. But y'all be going on these kind of like getaways and retreats and doing all this, that, and the third to uplift and shake and move the energy, and to have a space just to, all right. Because that really threw me for the loop this weekend, and I was like, huh? So everything that you see is not all that you see. Some of these so-called people who you feel that you're following may not be, and that's a tricky word. Like, we shouldn't be following, right? We'll just watch from the sidelines. Because again, at the end of the day, if you start looking at it, that's all we are 3D people, right? I'm definitely down in that totem pole where, but it's a difference when you're out, like you're out there really doing some stuff, and then you look at these people like in a different light. That's kind of a scary situation, because you're almost looking kind of like a guru-ish. Some people actually look at these people like gurus. And when they make a mistake, it's like, gotta remember, they're not far from their flesh. So if they want to open up whatever kind of facility, okay. You just stay true to the path as best as possible. Because as I said, the social media will make certain people look like they doing the damn thing, and in actuality, they ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? So to filter through and take away some of this, watching the social media all the time, subscribing to certain people. Listen, I did a whole block party on Instagram, a block party, not even block, unfollow. Because I was like, well, I haven't seen or spoke to this, like sometimes you just are on, I'll give, for instance, Instagram. Because I'm kind of in the Instagram streets, and I go into different areas, different profiles or whatever, and I'll comment. So what I comment sometimes will make have the person want to friend request me. I'm on private on one of my IGs, right? So, okay, it's years later and I don't see this person post or anything. So I'm like, I don't need to have communication with them anymore. Unfollow. I think I have now down to 100 people when I had close to 200. You just got to start doing that. Start blocking, unfollowing old junk mail, old subscriptions that you have. Clear the slate, because we're coming into a new paradigm and we're coming into a new halfway mark of the end of the year. And the stuff that you were doing 6 months ago and you're not doing it anymore, get rid of that. Get rid of them. Numbers, people you haven't spoken to in forever, block. People that you haven't, spoken to, family members, delete. I don't speak to them. And it's nothing against that. It's just that if I'm not doing that frequently, and I don't need all that stuff tethered to me. That's just me. Some of these YouTube personnels, unfollow. I don't like what you're saying, and that's all right. It's not vibing with me. You're talking what? Or you see a shift in how they have when they first started. That's what I'm saying. This weekend, I was like, they got what now? Them? All right. I don't want to be judgy. I'm going to just leave it alone. All right. Let's get the last oracle for the soul connection. Wow, Phoenix, what's up? Voodoo. Word. I'm like, it is nothing. Some of it is personal, but again, for the most part, it's I'm not. If you're not talking with these people, or you haven't seen them, or you haven't subscribed or gone onto that Instagram in so long, and why? For what then? For what? I was like, unfollow, because I'm not on it. I'm not on there like that. And even me posting, I don't post every day like I used to. I used to post shit. Early in the days, when I first started with Instagram, I used to post 3 or 4 times a day. It was a lot. But you grow older, and if you haven't, and you're still on that kind of vibe, then all right, but it's not me. Or maybe it is me. It's just not you. So, fire starter. We're in Leo season. I got heavy Leo in my chart. Leos don't Leos are, they really, it's kind of self-centered. Everybody revolves around the sun, is what I'm saying. Okay, so let's wrap this up. And we got power. Leo season showing up. All right, power. The power of love is like a magnet drawing us together. We got heart in the middle of the deck, and then bottom of the deck is rekindle. So listen, hey, somebody could be rekindling after all is said and done. They might have needed to have this break. Somebody might be doing their inner work, their inner child work, if you will. All right, every relationship has magical moments that can be rekindled. All right, right underneath that is soul. So listen, again, who am I? You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is, if it's detrimental to your health and there's physical violence and stuff like that, there's this disrespect, I think that's when it's warranted, where it should be but listen, when you have children involved, people are like, oh, you shouldn't be dealing with the children. No, you shouldn't. However, this is why we got a lot of these kids running around here crazy to begin with. And I mean, I use the word crazy loosely. Sometimes you got to suck it up. And for the most part, see, and this is where we get into these conversations with the men, and that's all that I've been seeing on Instagram are the men versus women thing, and it's just ridiculous. I have to check out because to me it's repetitive now. It's repetitive. It's men want to be women, and women want to be men, but nobody wants to be themselves. When men want to wear lipstick and makeup and high heels and pum-pum shorts. Women want to wear do-rags, boxers, and band their boobs up. Now, this is not to go against any of the communities. It's just what I'm seeing. It's a war on gender. And then I go onto some of these platforms, and it's the manosphere, and they don't want to hear the women, and they want to hear themselves because they haven't been heard, and God left Chicago. And it's like, what are y'all doing? Y'all worried about yourselves, and can't you see these kids are dying? Forget about you. That's the problem right now. We're so caught up with ourselves and our images that we got babies out here seeing the nonsense, and nobody is guiding them the right way. No one is showing them that certain things are wrong. Oh, let's make it genderless. We can wear whatever. Our grandparents weren't worried about that. They were worried about getting the job done and putting food on the table and rearing their children up. So miss me with the, you want to look like and be like, and no, I can work in here and get the 6 figures and who's taking care of your child while you're trying to fight out there and be against the man? Who's taking care of these children because you too worried about this chick is getting on my nerves and I can't deal with her because she's taking me for child support and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. I know. That's a problem. Because she's so mad that didn't work out with you because y'all were cheating and y'all were doing all this kind of ungodly stuff. Now you're going to go to the courts where you're not adult enough to sit there and talk it out amongst each other and work out. Listen, this is my kid. You weren't thinking about that when you were hot and heavy. You weren't thinking about that. Everything was yummy. But now you have kids out here and you're worried about getting your hair for the next man, but you won't let your child's man or your ex-man take care of his child. So you're looking for baby daddies and letting them run through you. Now you got monkeypox all over you. I'm just saying, I don't know if that happens, if that's true or not. Stop. We're too worried about ourselves. That's so selfish. That's so freaking selfish that you're not thinking about these children are crying for help, but because we're so blocked off in our own worlds, we have excluded them out and we think, oh, they're running around here, they're knuckleheads. No. Ding dong. Bing bong. It's you, the parent, the grandparents. We got grandmothers who are 46 years old, who don't look like grandmothers, but they want to wear the hoochie mama shorts so they can look cute in the summertime. Well, her grandkid is looking like a slob and running the streets being a stick-up kid. Come on. Stop. Leo season. We're supposed to be with the heart. Where's your heart for these kids at? You got more heart for a grown man and a grown woman and want to stand up to them. You got more heart for your so-called enemy, but these babies are lying wayside. Where's the inhibition for them? Now they got to go rob somebody? You're not doing trade schools with them? You're not showing them how to sew? You're not showing them how to put together things, buildings, electricity. The whole technology, because at the end of the day, when technology goes to its plateau, you're going to still need physical labor. And these kids don't know that. Ooh, I don't want to get my feet wet. Ooh, I don't want to get my Jordans messed up. But they wouldn't know how to tie the blue to the red wiring and jumpstart the cars. Voodoo. I mean, some of them are coming out here because of they've been institutionalized and they have been, accosted in such a way that, again, I'm not coming after any certain communities. It's just that there's more of it being done on a commercial level than anything. Because even if that's who you were, because I know back in my days, it really, they didn't show this kind of flamboyancy, if you will. You kind of maybe thought that they were, but damn it, you didn't burn Nanny. I just thought they was roommates. They've been roommates for the longest. Then they come and tell us a couple of years ago, no, they really was partners. Don't ruin my childhood. Why can't innocence be innocence anymore? You want to throw everything in our faces, shove it down our throat and say, here, take that. You know what that sounds like? I'm not going to say the word, but that's pretty aggressive, don't you think? So I'm going to use 2 oracles to wrap up our reading. One is the astro and one is our good old wisdom. I don't want to be too preachy. But lion, the Leo energy in me is kicking forward because it's toxic. I mean, like, what the hell are we doing? My heart hurts for the babies. These teenagers, these young girls that don't understand. Where's the father figures at? Where's the men? Where's the brotherhood? Why are y'all shielding? Y'all worried about nobody hears us, nobody sees us. What do you mean nobody sees you? You're the forefathers of the front. This new generation is like slap up time. I'll slap you out of it so you can get focused. Because the real deal is we're losing at all costs. Talking about the bag and all these get quick schemes and do this stuff. No, you're going to have to do some hard labor. Get the lands going, the agriculture. That's what I'm saying. Certain people like, y'all did what? Y'all bought what? For who? Oh, okay. I see now. Because where's that whole let's buy the land up? Not a store. Let's buy the land. Where's all that talk at? That's why I'm like, my heart is like, what? What's going on now? The people who I'm seeing is doing what now? They got what? Is it all real then? Or is it with smoke and mirrors? Some of the people who they hate on and they talk about the other person, I'm like, I know who's really talking that live wire and who's really out here being fugazi. And the more you clear your third eye, you can really see who's out here being fugazi. Because I'm like, what happened to buy the land? What happened to not my money? So what can I say? Not my money. But, and a lot of us like to run away. We have escapism issues. So we like to run away from things when we can't fight it, when we can't be this knight of swords. We like to run away from some stuff. Oh, let's go off to Africa. Move over there. Good. You don't think that over there is any better than here? Move out the hood. I'm in the hood. It is Wild Wild West. And as many times as I try to go and leave, it don't happen. So I figured, if it is meant for me to leave tonight, then it will be. But God's keeping me here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like some people are true soldiers, and some people are just dressed up as one. Some people, you had enough of it. Okay, you gotta leave. I hear it. I get it. But I'm talking about the ones that are like, oh, I gotta get away. New York, California now, and Illinois are ground zero, as they say, for this new disease that's there. What are we gonna do? You don't think you moving to North Dakota, this shit can't happen? Crime is crime wherever you go. It's just a different type of crime. But petty larceny and murder is still a crime. They're just different degrees. You want to move up to the burbs, and now you got to worry about, oh, they don't like me because of the skin color. I'm having racial issues. Well, you done moved into their little territory. Oh, I can't be around too many black people because they always hating it. Well, it's either the devil you know, you devil that don't know. Either way, you figure out how it's going to work out. But then don't stand on a little podium crying a river about, oh, how certain people don't like this, that, and the third. The bottom of the end of the day is that it's the children, our children. We are so caught up with ourselves, what we look like, how we look. It's always this, that, and the third. Then they're forgetting the ones that are watching. They're forgetting the youth that is next in line. Mm-hmm. I can do one today, Phoenix. So if you're just coming in right now, my personal reading, my account is on hiatus right now, so I'm not doing any personal readings on my website. But if you do want a mini reading at the end of this, I can grant you that. You could just send a donation as well. So, Phoenix, I got you then. But, I had to come out and just say a little something because Lionsgate, man, Lionsgate. You're not feeling that energy. And again, this is not to bash the men or the women. I just know how to balance my masculine and feminine. That's the problem. Some of us don't know how to balance that, and that's why you got an unbalance of one or the other. Got to heal that inner child. Okay, Lion, Leo showed up. If I'm not lying, if I'm flying, I'm flying. Leo showed up. Right on time. Lionsgate, number 5, changes. And then we got here trine and sextile symbios. 52 breaking down to 7. That's highly spiritual number right there, bottom of the deck. All right. So this is confirmation, retrograde and review right underneath that. So I don't know what this trine is, but we're going to read it and see what's going on there. Number 52 breaking down to 7. Okay. All right. So first, Lion, the card that came out for the collective in regards to the oracle, it's kind of like Wisdom Oracle, but I'm using this deck, and I will be using the Wisdom Oracle to end the reading. And if anybody wants a personal reading, they can. All right. So this is just summing up exactly what I was just talking about. Leo, Lionsgate. Use this Lions gate portal to channel those frequencies, channel the high vibrations, channel yourself, right? Get familiar with yourself. Let whatever that's lurking in the dark shine. All right, with that cat, with this devil card here, the shadow side. Leo is shining on all the perpetrators, all the fake, if you will, the amoebas that's slithering around here. It's going to expose all that, right? But more importantly, it's shining through to us, tapping into your energy. All right, again, sitting with yourself, doing your yoga, right? Different things to do during this Lionsgate. As I said, 8/8 is the pinnacle, is when the star alignment series is directly aligned with the Giza pyramids and in Lions in Leo season. All right, so this is when that portal is full throttle, wide open. Do your manifesting then, right? If you need to fast for the day, I suggest you should. Just drinking water and some fruits, if you will. Staying off of social media for a couple of hours. Try to discipline yourself and get right within you. You know, ask for your ancestors, the ones that will be coming through in this portal. What can I do to better myself? Or thank you for bestowing gifts on me that I didn't know I had. Now I have it. Going to be crowned. Some of us are going to actually be crowned. Hallelujah, holla back. Some of us are really going to be crowned that day. Lion King. You heard me? All right, so let's see what sextile is. Sextile Symbis, bottom of the deck here. All right, it's the trine formed by two planets 1/3 of the way around the circle of each 120 degrees apart. A sextile is half that, 60 degrees apart. Well, where's my Masons at? Where's the numerologist at? Some of y'all better be doing some studying. And when I'm not talking about the Fugazi Masons and Masonry. I'm talking about those who know the science with 60 and 120. This portal is going to be open at 15 degrees. Lion, Leo. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a number 6 to me. Conjoining, harmony. Today is the second day of the month. That's harmony. That's partnership. That's what we need to be doing. Get these kids that math. Forget about who's wearing what. All right. The action. Lean into what is easy and comfortable and use that comfort to renew, grow, and expand. Renew, grow, and expand. That's what this Lionsgate is about. It's a rebirth. Look for a person who holds a missing piece of the project and bring them in. Hold on a second. I got to ring my bell for a second. Because didn't I just say that in the finance reading that whoever is working on their business or there's something that they're trying to do, you're going to have to rebuild, renew, right? Get those skills up, grow, expand, but you can't really expand with the big companies. You're going to have to kind of start small. All right. Look for the person who holds a missing piece of the project and bring them in. I said that, right? Okay. Engage family members and friends who really understand you. I got to thank these guys because I just tapped all into that and didn't even know it. I just channeled all that. Didn't I say I cut off numbers, cut off certain Instagram accounts that I don't follow anymore? Chopping block. It's all part of growth, right? And the family members and the friends that get you. You can't talk to everybody about, Ceres, the star planets, and, Pleiades and lining up of the solar system and what. They be looking at you like, okay, Brainiac, who's this fool? And you know how many people will be like, oh, you're a tarot reader. Tarot reader. Engage with family members and friends who really understand you. All right. Bring your attention to where the energy flows easily, where support can be found, grow organically. All right. Your challenge is the path of least resistance can be both delightful and limiting. Don't get stuck in a comfortable rut. Move. Move where? The road least less traveled is the road that you need to be on. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. It's not the best road that you want to be on, and it could be a little frightening, but it's going to guarantee you a win. It's not a win for them, it's a win for you, right? This is that sextile card. The gift is lift one another up and grow. The comfort of compatibility aspects can help us build up and resources needed to do the hard work and face the tough stuff. What did I say? Where's the land at? Lift one another up and grow. The comfort of compatibility aspects can help us build up the resources needed to do the hard work and face the tough stuff. So yeah, sure, you know, hey, your relationship doesn't work out and stuff like that. But listen, if you still have a good friendship with this ex person and you might need to get some stuff done, and no, listen, I can call on them and they can be here. What are we talking about then? Oh, I would never call the. They might help you get out of something that other people you asked to help you out won't do. All right, let's get the wisdom oracle and then we are done. The circle of life. Lotus. Yeah, it really is the circle of life, especially in the spiritual world. Okay. So what is the oracle for the collective? All right. Woo! Look at that, Lotus. Between worlds. Woo! As they say, God today. Hallelujah, holla back. Between worlds. This is all I've been talking about. This is all the Lionsgate portal is about, is going between worlds. Our ancestors saw this. They knew this. This is why when that portal opened, they got in tune with their ancestors up above in their heavenly worlds. Some of us can be tapping. Look, number 3. All right, it's that Trinity. Some of us can be tapping in. Look, and the flamingo has a crown. That's why I said, listen. Some of you are literally going to get, well, I won't say literally, but spiritually going to be getting your crown. You are getting your crown. All the work that you've put in, that you've been doing for years, I'm not talking about months. This is not a light walk, although it is a light walk. This is something that you've put and got committed to. And some of you will be getting that crown. See, I got my purple on. I am very appreciative, most assuredly. But you could be seeing this, receiving messages again, as I said, through dreams. All right. Downloads can be happening. Spirit, your ancestors from across lands, or deceased loved ones talking to you in the dream state, because that's another way that they can communicate. Some people may not be in tune to when they see them in the physical. They're like, they don't get it. Some need to have, be sleeping for the communications to come in, for the messages to come through. All right. But between worlds, it's just that we're in this Lionsgate The portal opens up on 8/8. That's next Monday. That falls on the moon day. All right, so definitely tap in, tap in, tap in. Okay, so with that being said, we're done with this reading. That concludes the midweek check-in. I will be doing a mini reading for Phoenix right now. But also just remember that there are no personal right at the moment. I've shut the shop down for a little while. And I'll let you know when I'll have the personal readings back up. Again, midweek only. I'm doing only midweeks, and that's every other week. No mindful Mondays until further notice. Maybe towards the end of the month, I might do the a mindful Monday. But again, listen, the queen can't be everywhere. All right, she can't be everywhere. So I'm just gonna have that on hiatus for a moment. And new season come Monday. Come September, we'll see. The kids are in school, stuff like that. Well, kids go back. New York City goes back in September. I know some kids go back the next week. Everywhere but New York for some reason. We always go back late in the season. So yeah, that's the news for Foxy Moon's channel at the moment. It is what it is. Okay, so my Phoenix, what say you? What are we doing with you? Where is my spray? Thank you for everybody who's stopped by, who's come through. Flamingos, really? Yeah, that's spirit. That is spirit. Wow, flamingos. They're pretty. And I like flamingos. So there's a hummingbird here too. So some people could be seeing hummingbirds. All right. Like I said, there's going to be some type of animal or wildlife that you're not used to seeing that's going to be showing up. Those are your loved ones. All right. Like I said, I saw, what are those called? The monarch butterfly. I haven't seen monarch butterfly over in these neck of the woods since my grandmother passed away, and that was 2018. And then I saw one pass by, and I was like, I see you, Grandma. It happened to be during this time. This is what I'm saying. That portal is open. So, love it. Gotta love it. Okay, so let's, should we do just a general? Okay, I was going to say, should we do a general reading? All right, so I'm going to use my Frenchy little tarot deck. And we'll do that. All right. And yeah, and if anybody wants mini readings, they can while I'm up. That's pretty much when I'll be doing readings, is when I come online doing the midweek. Other than that, not so much. All right, so I got that. Okay, but that's the wrong deck that I'm shuffling. Shuffling a love's deck. All right, so let's see. All right, so we got the Three of Swords showing up. So, Three of Swords has to do with like heartbreak, breakups, but endings. All right. And we got the Nine of Cups here. All right. So this could have to do with business. Some enlightenment with that Hangman there. So you intuitively knew some things had to come to an end. Could be business. Okay, so we got two cards that showed up. All right, so the first one is the Two of Wands and then the Eight of Cups. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah, so there's a lot of decision making. This Eight of Cups is definitely that walking away, all right, from some either toxic or relationships, or could be friendships or business, all right, but more like intimate. So it could be family members or somebody who's like a brother or sister to you. All right. But the Wheel of Fortune is showing up right underneath that. So The 10 of, okay, so yeah, there's a lot of partnerships. So this has to do with you and a partner. Now you could take the partner however it looks for you. But there's a cycle that's going to start up for you again. All right. With this Wheel of Fortune here. And then you got this 10 of Pentacles right underneath that. The 2 of Cups right here. So I kind of would use the spidey senses in regards to working or dealing with this person again, only because it's like history repeating itself. The cycle continues. So it's like while you made this break, or there was a break in this either partnership or relationship, right, with the 2 of Wands here, this is that kind of, I don't want to say stuck, but for better lack of words, being stuck in a situation. All right, because 2 of Wands has to do with, you know, making decisions to either stay, go, broaden your horizons, right? And the 8 of Cups, that's water energy. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But this is that walking away and not looking back, letting bygones be bygones, leaving things the way they are. But be mindful, because it's like, you know, with this Wheel of Fortune, it's like, yeah, while everything's on the up and up for you, it's like you can lose it in the blink of an eye just as quickly as it came. So if this has to do with money investments or working with somebody, if you have to work with somebody, I would say kind of like work on your own, like work by yourself. Discreetly. All right, what else? Okay, so let's clarify this 2 of Wands here. And then also, because you know you're a little witch, there's this portal for you. So this portal is the time when you can be getting your deceased loved ones coming through to come see you. Definitely. Male figure. All right. Let's see. Why is this 2 of Wands here? Okay, yeah. There you go. Queen of Coins. All right. So you're going to have to work by yourself. The 4 of Cups and then the 8 of Swords here. Yeah. So, you know, with in your head, but also like, you know, swords have to do with truth, justice, also has to do with, you know, communication. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, you know, it has to do with legality as well. So you might have to just do things by yourself, because I feel like that's the only way you're going to get work done, as opposed to working with somebody. All right. Look, and there's a little fox at the bottom here. So Foxy Moon tells you that. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Yeah, basically just working by yourself. Speaking up for yourself. So, you know, if they're like, oh, you know, let's do this, you know, basically in a nice way. Yeah, we got swords right here. We got a lot of swords for you. So, you know, speaking up for yourself, speaking up for the truth, speaking up, you know, in justice. Okay. Yeah, and then we got new beginnings. So, you know, then the swords here again. Yeah, and then we got justice on it. Yeah, man. So you're gonna have to just, it's kind of like you're your own team player right now, because whoever you were with is not to say that they're not a team player, but it's almost like it doesn't go anywhere. So this could be in regarding a relationship, or this could be doing has to do with work. But this is basically you just having to kind of be by yourself, or do your own work yourself. Okay, so let's see what's the outcome then. All right, birds again are around you. We got these little parrots here. You could be seeing sparrows, butterflies. You may be seeing a little rabbit cross your path, or an actual fox. All right, those are all just spirit guides letting you know that you are on that path. Remember, I just said that sometimes that that path that's not frequented the most is the right path for you. It's the path that gets you to this pot of gold. All right. That's the earth energy. So being grounded. All right. Rebirth. So you may have to like renew yourself. So, you're going to have to do some changing up for yourself. You too could be getting a crown. Let me see. Okay. So the outcome is the 10 of Wands in reverse. All right. So yeah, letting go of these burdens, that definitely has to do. Yeah. And then we got the sun card here. So Leo energy showing up. All right. We got the sun god here. Lionsgate. So this is the perfect opportunity. And then we got the star card here in reverse, bottom of the deck. Healing yourself. That Aquarian energy is showing up. So healing yourself, taking this time. And then we got Empress, Chariots, moving forward. Oh my God, we got all these beautiful cards coming through. The Queen of Cups, taking time for yourself first and foremost. Not carrying extra burden. You may have, even if you're doing the work by yourself, you have to carry that weight. Cut off what doesn't, cut off the excess fat and leave whatever else is needed, because this is the way for you to grow spiritually, financially, all right, and just leaving behind all that other stuff, just getting right within you. All right, let's get a beloved oracle for you. Okay, so to end the reading, we're doing beloved oracle. Yeah, the little Dirty Kenzo's in the building. Salute. Thank you. I tried, Dirty Kenzo. I tried. It ain't easy, but that's why I gotta take my little breaks. Like, yeah, birthing. Gotta take my breaks. Telling you. All right, so let's get a oracle for Phoenix. Anybody else wants a personal mini reading right now, they can do so. Yeah, we got protection showing up, because right now I'm not going to be doing personal readings. I know my daughter loved that. Balance here, yep. Because she tell her, she's like, you're always on. I'm not always on it. I may not always be on my platform, but I'm on other people's platform. Okay. So what is the oracle for? Okay. So divine assistance. All right. I am open to receive. Again, you could be seeing sparrows. All right. Doves, mourning doves. And then bottom of the deck is playfulness. It's in reverse, but this is what it looks like. All right. So, to take it how you want with playfulness, but it's time to get serious with yourself. All right. So it says, change me, divine beloved, into who is willing to receive all the right help. Let me feel deserving of divine assistance in every way. Open me to receive. All right. This is that Queen of Pentacles for me, how I'm looking at her. Receiving all that's for you, all your abundance. Right? Not taking on everything that's not yours, because we do that sometimes. We take on other people's issues. We take on, grandmama issues. We take on everybody else's issues, and then we're left depleted. And it's like, where does that leave us? So now is the time during this portal or this 888 Lionsgate is to sit back and reevaluate yourself, reevaluate your situation, right? Woe is the time of playfulness, but now it's time to get serious, but for yourself, right? And whatever had to end, it had to end for better or for worse, so that you could. So we're clearing the cobs. Right, we're clearing out the pipes, the drainways, to get this download and receive the messages that we need to move further. All right. So yeah, so morning doves, sparrows. Okay, that could be one of your signs there. Bringing some flowers in, as I said, with this Lionsgate, clearing out your altars, cleaning out your house. right? Bring some flowers in, incense, make your home acceptable and ready to receive the arrivals of your peoples, right? Cleaning out so that they can come in like, oh, you know your grandma's gonna be like, this house is a mess. If she said it when she was alive, you know she's gonna say it when she's not alive. Clean this mess up. I know, Grandma, I know. So there goes your message. All right, yes, Lotus. Okay. So that message was for Phoenix, right? I'm ready to receive. I'm open to receiving. Okay. Not funny story, but weird story. 2 weeks ago, I think it was, or a week ago, maybe the beginning of last week, I had went to the grocery store to pick up some fruits, and next to the fruit section, there were some flowers, roses in particular. So I picked up some roses. I think they were like orange. And, I got them for my grandmother. And I'm about to cry because the 11th is her birthday. She would have been 95 years old. And that is my earth. Like, my mom's my master teacher. And, I love my mother dearly. But my grandmother and I'm the first grandchild. So there's always that connection. But anyway, I pick up these flowers and I put them in my shopping cart, and I went to lean over to pick up some fruit, and I felt like somebody tugging at my my strap purse, and it's a little purse, and I wasn't near my shopping cart, and that's what I thought. It felt like a little kid like tugging on my purse, and there wasn't any kids around. I didn't have, and my oldest is not that young, they were like weight height size. And it was as soon as I had put the flowers into the shopping cart and I turned, I felt this tug, and I looked down and I was like, oh, Grandma, you like those? And I just felt like a warm of like, yeah. So I was like, I'm like, did you see that? You like those? Like, it kind of freaked me out. I'm gonna tell y'all. I was kind of like, what the hell tagged on my bag? Because it was like a little pull, but it felt like a little person. So, I mean, and my grandma wasn't little, but it kind of freaked me out because there wasn't any kids around that size that could like literally, like, it was this like pull. So it was like approval. Like, I like that. I like that color. So I see you, Grandma. All right. So let's get this message out for Lotus. Thank you. Thank you, Phoenix. Yeah. Aw, impeccably ungrateful. You're welcome. Then yeah. That's what I got. Like she liked it. Because like I said, she passed away in 2018, and it could have been yesterday for me. Like, some stages of grief comes in different ways, but I'm very mindful of her. And, it was like that, because I was like, you like that? Like, joking with her. But I picked the flowers up and I was like, oh, like, because orange is not really her color. But I wanted to make the altar like really cute and pretty. So I picked that up and put it in there. And just no sooner did I put them in and go to reach to get the fruits, I felt this. And I was like, you like that, Grandma? You like those flowers? So it was weird, but it was fun. But it was weird. I was like, fuck. Like usually things happen to me indoors, like in my house. So that's why Eva was more bugged out, because that stuff doesn't happen to me outside of my house. It's usually in my house. And it happened outside. I was just like, fuck. Like, I was looking, like I literally looked down to see if there was a little kid, or I looked the other side in front of me. Okay. Then I thought maybe my bag caught onto the rail of the shopping cart, but my bag was turned sideways. And listen, you try to rationalize the supernatural. It was for a split second, and then I said, nah, that was her. I said, okay, you like it, Grandma. Okay, so we're reading for Lotus. This is my Lotus. Okay, so we got swords, 5 of swords here showing up. All right, you know, that's that combativeness, the argumentative around you. All right, we got the 9 of coins. So it could be over, you know, money or protection. And we got temperance here. So, you know, I'm talking to my spiritual queens here, so y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, 7 of coins here too. So there's money involved here right now, Lotus, is what I'm seeing. We got lovers right behind there. All right, so let's go ahead and kick it in a little bit. Okay. Thank you, Phoenix. Also listening to vibrational different hertz on the YouTube. All right, that gets us tapped in. So we want to listen to that when we're meditating. Or if we're in our cars or walking and we have the headphones on or earphones, whatever the hell they call them now. So I'm seeing a chalice too, Lotus, a chalice. Water, so Scorpio. Okay, thank you. Okay, so 2 cards came out. Let's see what they are. All right, got Hermit right here in the middle of the deck, and bottom of the deck. That's a chalice. The 3 of Cups in reverse. All right, cool. So you got the 3 of Swords here, and so listen. We're not doing the Phoenix's cards. Phoenix's card showed up because she's a high priestess. All right, but we got the cups here. What else? What is underneath that? The King of Cups. All right, so this is Cancer, Scorpio, and then we got the Ace of Cups here in reverse. All right. So we'll take the 3 of Cups there. Okay, so you also could be getting I'm getting three wives' tales. So you also can be getting some visitors, but I'm getting like aunts. What else? Why is this 3 of Cups here, please? Yeah, you're going to be getting visitors too if you haven't already. Like, they're all holding, like, that's what I'm saying. We got to clean up our house. These people, for my people who are not into the spirituality, okay. But I'm talking to the ones who are tapped in. You got to clean up your house because you're expecting visitors. You're expecting company, as we would say. Company is coming, and you need to clean out your house, clean out your rooms, get yourself ready because your family is coming. Your friends, whoever it is that you're close with, that's departed. They're coming to visit. So for Lotus, she's got a whole slew of them. They're like 3. All right, they could be all sisters, or yeah, they're like sisters, but like they're all close together. All right, what else is here? Deceased. And okay, so this 7 of coins, yeah, they're coming to see. And the Ace of Cups wants to show up again, and the 6 of Cups. All right, bottom of the deck. All right, of course Lotus would have to pile me up real quick with her stuff. I'm hearing unfinished business. Unfinished business. They're coming to see the work that you've done so far. They're coming to see the work that you've done so far. these women, there's particularly one, this could be, oh my goodness. Somebody wears all white, or you need to wear all white. That's kind of like Yoruba Santeria. So you could have like that African ancestry. All right. You may not even know who these women are, or in particular, this one woman. I don't want to say she's a high priestess, but she's a healer. She was a healer. Yes, she's a healer. Okay. Now I talked about that we needed to. So the Lionsgate. This oh Jesus, Lotus. You got me working right now. You got me working, girl. Because they like, ooh, they couldn't wait for you. So this is our time. Lionsgate is for you and I, and for Phoenix, especially because because of us, right? The Lionsgate, I want to say this right. As I said in my notes, it is it's the marking point that's halfway between the June solstice or the summer solstice and the September equinox or fall. Okay. So when I keep saying they want to see the work that you've done so far, that's because up to so far you've been putting in the work. Harvest seasons for you in the fall. Something about the fall. You and I know this when we did your personal. So you know it's coming in the fall. September, October, right? We kept talking about Libra season. There it is. That's his confirmation again. But in particular, this ancestor, I want to say ancestor because I almost feel like you don't know her. And sometimes we have guides and we have ancestors that we've never met. She's of long ago. So it's not, and she could be on mother's side of the family. I can't determine that at the moment. But what I am seeing is that this could be a healer, but who is it? Yoruba? Because somebody's wearing all white. So now, she could be somebody of recent, but she was a healer, all right, like a midwife. She did healing for the community, but she wore white. So that's why I'm like, I don't want to say she's a priestess. She could be, but she doesn't come off that way to me. She's coming off as, she took care of women in particular, but she was a healer. And you might not have met her or known her, or you might have seen her when you were a child or known of her when you were a child, but you were too young. I'm getting like 6, because this is 6 of Cups here. So you were still too young to maybe recognize her. Or if you do now, it's whoever was wearing all white. That's the one that's tapping into. If you do remember and you recognize, that's the one who's, they're the aunts coming through, but the one who's wearing all white, that's the one specifically. I'm getting like head. She could be your head. Like meaning, you're picking up where she left off, or you're picking up what she has. Okay, let's continue. All right, so what else? Very interesting. Okay, we got Lovers and the Six of Cups again. So we got the 6-6. All right, 6-6. What is 6-6? Remember we did a 6-6 portal? All right, 66. What is 66? Hold on. Okay, 6-6. In the angel book, let's see what 6-6 is. Halt. Do not make any sudden moves or changes. Your angels are inviting you to consider your next move, your next step carefully. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're checking in on you. With this 66 that came out and showed up, this Lover's card and the 6. All right, so past life, Gemini energy. All right. Now the 6-6 showed up the 6 of Cups showed up upright this time. What else? Toronto? I don't know if Canada means something for you. I don't know, just popped in my head. Five of Cups here, yeah. So she was a healer. This woman is showing up again. She wants me to let you know. 9 of, yeah. Okay. All right. So what is the outcome? Keep some glasses by the window, or keep fresh water out, like in a cup or in a glass, in a vase as well. Mm-hmm. There's a card that turned over. Where's that card? All right, let's do it again. Was it the card that turned over? Now I can't find it. Okay, then Lotus, that's who it is. She's showing up. She's something else. She's powerful. But they usually are. Okay. So we got the Queen of Wands here, the 8 of Cups right in the middle. And the bottom of the deck is the Magician in reverse. All right. So the outcome here is this Queen of Wands in reverse. All right. Leo, you're in that Lionsgate as well. That's fire sign, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Yeah, so basically, and then we got the moon right underneath all this, the Magician, the Tower card. So a lot of major arcana. So you still got work to do, naturally. But I don't want to say it on here, but you're going to the next level of things. I'll text you that stuff. But yeah. So this is more like personal, nothing bad at all, but it's not for everybody to know. But just know that there's levels, there's still, as above, so below. So there's still work to be done. And with this magician here, there's that more learning. All right, with the mastery. That's why I said, where's those masteries? Where's the Masons at? Because we need to really dig deep into those books and understand the levels of craftsmanship is what I'm getting. Craftsmanship. Nothing about spooky devilment or any of that sort. It's craftsmanship. All right. So a lot of ancestral energy is coming through for you, Lotus. But heavy on the women's side. Okay. And these are people that are like ancient. So this portal is definitely, bringing that up, to the forefront for you. All right. So let's get you a divine beloved. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Nothing bad at all. So let's see, what is the message? And I got to remind myself to write it down in case I forget. I'll try to write it and send it to you after this live. Okay, yeah, we got sacred self. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Worthy. Yep. When they tell you get your affairs in order, get your affairs in order. Sheesh. Whew. I'm slacking. Don't come after me. Okay. That's the oracle for Lotus. All right. So you got 3 cards that wanted to come out and show themselves. So the bottom of the deck is freedom. Okay. We got that moon here again. All right. So the first card that came out is evolution. That's pretty much what's going on. It's evolution. Then we got generosity and centered. Last card. All right. So evolution says, I welcome change. Centered says, I hold my center. And generosity says, I'm abundant love. All right. So generosity here is change me, divine beloved, into one who knows we can evolve and be open at any age. Let me welcome change in uplifting and surprising ways. Allow me to trust the process. That's this magician. Allow me to trust the process, digging deeper into your love. All right. That's evolution. That's what's happening with you. Center. Change me, divine beloved, into the one who holds my center in all situations, no matter how challenging. Fill me with serenity and calm. Wrap me in your faith. That's for centering. So getting that root chakra centered, right? And then the last card is generosity. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can easily send blessings to all, even those filled with negativity or fear. May I shower the planet with love, knowing there is an unlimited ocean within me. That is you. That is the you right there. Okay. And then the bottom of the deck is this freedom. I love myself. It says here, change me, beloved, into one who can love myself in every condition. Free me from self-torture. Fill me with self-acceptance and worthiness. May I allow and honor all my feelings, however they arise. And mind you, the that 888 portal is opening up on a Monday, which is ruled by the moon. So perfect time to do your centering, meditation, and so forth. Panero's in the building. Salute. I was thinking about you the other day. Yay! How are you doing? All right, so that message was for Lotus. Mwah. My brother Panero's in the building. Salute to the UK. They are going through some heat waves. that have been unprecedented. I know what you feel now, or y'all know what we feel, because we're always getting heat waves. All right, so salute to you. Thank you for stopping by. Always a pleasure to see you. Yeah, man, crazy. I follow one of the tarot readers out there, and she's like, we are in record-breaking heat waves. I'm like, damn, the UK, not London, foggy London town, they getting hit. Damn it. All right, so last call for alcohol. Anybody wants a little mini reading, they can get one now. I'm not doing personal readings at the moment. I shut down my website for just temporarily. I guess you want to call it, what is that? I don't know. It's just shut down for now. So I'll be doing readings here on the midweeks, but I won't be doing any personal readings. So it's going to be far and few. Sabbatical. But it's a sabbatical when you close your when you close your business now. You say that it's something. You know, I'm looking on the little sign. Oh my goodness, what does that say? Construction. There we go. Under construction. I'm going under a spiritual construction. Just taking some time off. Yeah, sabbatical. Because there's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs out there. Yeah, man, under construction. But there we go. But if I can do that, I probably could say that. I don't know if I could say that on my website though. I tried to put a post up, but I had to block the schedule, so nobody can go in and book readings with me right now. So sorry. I gotta take some breaks. I gotta take some time off. Like I said, especially the stands. It was hitting me more towards my birthday. So my birthday was July 19th. That's when it started hitting me like, we're gonna do this little sabbatical. And it's funny because the Lionsgate the week after, the 28th. All these things happened to me like a week before it actually happened. So I'm kind of those weirdos that if they say is Mercury retrograde, I get the Mercury retrograde before the retrograde happens. And then when I'm in the retrograde, I'm fine. But I always get, like, if you will, the sixth sense before it happens. That's my blessing. My son's like, Mom, how do you know that? Well, how do you know that happened to me? And my daughter doesn't like it. A funny story. Okay, so nobody wants any readings. I'll stop with that. Another funny story. Monday, I went down. I had to go into the city and pick some stuff up, and my youngest was at work, but she was getting off. So the train was going to make express stops after a certain stop, and it just so happened after the stop that I needed to get off at. So I text her and I'm like, they're doing, track work and they're doing maintenance. And no, it wasn't Saturday. It was Saturday. Saturday they do construction. New York City. Gotta love it. I don't care how crazy it is. I love it. So they were doing construction work. And I texted her and I said, listen, you're going to have to get off the stop before, either walk home or go up some ways and then come back down on the local. So she says, oh man. I said, well, I just got off. It was crazy because as I was getting off the train, I sensed her. I felt her presence. But I thought like she was towards the back of the train. I was like, damn, I wonder if she was on this train. So I'm texting her and I'm letting her know this. And she was like, what? She was like, why don't I just go take it express and then get off and come back downtown? I said, well, I got off the stop before it went express and I'm walking home. She was like, so we were on the same train then. And I was like, I felt you. She was like, Mom. And see, and every time I tell them this, they think that I'm talking shit. And I'm like, no, I swear on my grandmama that I felt her presence, because she and I are more like her and my son, all my three kids, I kind of can sense them, but me and her are more symbiotic, and if you will. Same thing with my son, but really her, like she's truly like a soul. She's like really in my soul, what you call it, the soul family. So I'm like, we can feel each other. Like she'll know if I'm not feeling good, or I know like we're like kind of like twins. She might have been a twin. She might have been my twin. Anyway, whatever. She's like, I was on that train, Mom. And I'm like, what? I felt that. So I walked, and it was crazy because I walked to the stop that she would get off and I would meet her at. And it was in minutes, or maybe a minute or two. And I said, I'm waiting for you at the bottom of the platform, at the bottom of the train station. So she gets off, and I was like, what? Like, you are so, and I was like, what car were you in? Were you in because there's like 10 cars of the subway train. And I said, she said, I was in the first car. And I was like, I was in the second car. And lies. Yeah, no, lies. She was in the first car and I was in the second car. And something told me to get to the first car because that's where my stop is at. But I was like, I don't feel like walking. So I just stood in the second car. Lo and behold, she was in the first car. Yes, you can. Cleonda. Ooh, I like that name. That's real fancy. So, okay, Cleonda came in through the cut. Where's my cars at? So, yeah, these things keep happening more. You know, and even though I kind of knew stuff back then, I kind of always was like, because I wasn't trained. This is all me learning on my own. I wasn't trained properly because my mom's never really, but it's all coming on my mother's father's side of the family. Not coming from my grandmother who passed away, because she'd be like, you crazy, girl. Crazy. Like, no, I'm not, Grandma. Okay, so Cleonda wants a quick little reading. You could just, hit the send a Cash App donation, and I will go ahead and get this card set up for you. All right. So if things start happening to you guys that you can't explain, but you just know in your gut feeling, please go with it. Because these are the times now. These are the times that if these things are happening to us more and more. The more our dimensions we're moving up in dimensions, the more that these spiritual veils, if you will, thin out. All right. And those who are connected, you can see the lights. See the light, Caroline? Okay. So Cleonda is getting a quick little read. One more shuffle. So you got a couple of swords in there too. So things to do with mental truth, clarity. Okay. Panera knows too. He's another one of the light beings. Mm-hmm. You know what's up. Definitely stuff that you be like, huh? Yeah, man, it's happening. Speed of light. Okay, so that's just a Cleonda. Nine of Swords. Okay, so you could be having some kind of like mental. I'm getting turbulence. So you could literally be on a plane, or there's just a lot of mental input and or output going on. So we got the Five of Wands here. All right. So yeah, there's a lot of I don't know if you're confused or the King of Swords, a lot of in the middle, and then the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Wands. So you could be going against either yourself, or there's people against you. Or you're just having like mental blocks. So sometimes we can be our own worst enemy, where again, we won't, if those things happen and you're like, oh, that really happened, and you feel that it happened to you, but you don't think so. You don't think you're good enough, or you're doubting yourself. Because I'm getting a lot of this mental, like, could be blockage, but there's this cutoff. All right. Father figures, males specifically. All right. Or if you're a male, I don't think you're a male with that name, Shonda, but I don't want to presume. So there's male energy around you that's either cutting you off or you're cutting them off. But there's like this argumentative. There's a lot of emotion. All right, causing confusion. So somebody could be playing mind games with you. There's a lot of turbulence going on. All right, let's see what else is going on here. Let's clarify. Oh, somebody's not in your best interest. Gosh, I just got a real nasty, like, devil card energy. All right, this could be a Capricorn, Leo, Aries, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, somebody's being very manipulative, but it's like a male. Okay. Jealousy. All right, so it's almost like somebody's being in competition with you, but it's a male. I hate when men do that. Like, really. We were talking about this earlier, this gender thing. Like, men shouldn't compete with women, and women shouldn't. Listen, I'm not going to go play for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I can't, physically, I can't do that. But there's a man here, or men, that are like wanting to compete with you. You could be smart. This could be dealing with work. All right, and your mind is sharper than theirs, or your ideas are more, and this is getting you, recognition, or your ideas just make more sense than theirs. No diss to the men, but this is just, you're just very sharp. You're intuitive. All right. Yeah, we got the Ace of Cups here that fell out to clarify. All right. Water energy, Cancer. We got this King of Cups here. So I'm not sure if you're dealing with your father, deceased. Yeah, there's a lot of men. We got right underneath this King of Swords is the King of Cups. Grandfather, father figure. Somebody's very strict, or you could be like this. You could be taking on this masculine energy. All right, bottom of the deck is this World card here. Again, Taurus showing up, Leo showing up. So you could have a lot of masculine energy in you, even though you're a female. So you're competitive. You are sharp, intuitive, okay? This Ace of Cups here. Or, okay, so I'm getting a relationship. Not to be too personal, but this is seeming like this is a relationship now, where it's almost kind of competitive. And that could be an issue. This could be why, things are going a little rocky right now. Pisces. You don't know me yet, but you'll know. Me and Pisces, I love them to death. Yeah, Pisces is showing up here, Hangman. With this Four of Cups underneath this World card here. So this could be a relationship that is ended or ending. All right. So if this happens to end, there's this new beginning for you. All right. There's this new world for you, if you will, new world, a whole new world. I know it sounds cliche, but somebody is, and this could be very well be you, and you may need to, like, get some clarity for yourself, change some ways about you. If it's masculine energy, I know it's kind of hard. But you gotta channel your feminine energy, because this is a feminine cup. This is feminine energy here. So there's a lot of masculine energy. This could be you having this masculine energy where you might have to be so competitive because maybe lack of father, or maybe lack of protection. So you've got to kind of put on this masculine protective role. But something's channeling you to dive into your feminine aspects. all right, where it's the nurturer, the mother figure, the comforter. Okay. All right, so let's see what we get. For some reason, I keep seeing, I don't know if you're into this, but I keep seeing the little, his name is Dobby from the Lion, not the Lion, the Hobbit. He was Gollum. No, he's not Gollum. His name is Dobby. He's got like the long ears. He looks like a little dwarf or something. So I don't know if you're into that. But that's just showing up. That's so random. But I don't know if you like that stuff. Like I'm also getting like you're into like the fantasy, like so like the Hobbit, or you have like some kind of Pisces energy in you as well, where it's like that Neptune, that illusions. Okay. Let me know if I'm hitting any buttons here with you, Cleonda. We got the Queen of Swords here now. What is this? 9 of Coins and the King of Wands. Yeah. So there's this duality going on. The bottom of the deck, and then the Queen of Wands came out. So this is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. All right, but speaking that truth, but there's a lot of mental. There's this battle of the sexes, like really battle of man and woman. So I'm not sure if you are going through some issues with your parents, mother and father, or having, all right, because this is Leo right here, King of Wands. And then we got the Chariot, the Cancer here with the Page of Swords right underneath that. So this could be childhood issues that are coming up, all right, that you're like now starting to face. There could have been some deceit, some lying, all right. Could have been a divorce. So you could be dealing with your parents, situation during childhood. All right, that Chariot is Cancer. That's that mother emotions. So you could be taking on more of a masculine energy, but more because of protection, not so much because you want to compete with men. It's more of a protection, maybe because parents separated, and mom might have been a little like ruthless or sharp or just strict. All right, so she's taking on the father role as well. And having to be the discipliner if the father wasn't around. So there's that's where that conflict kind of comes in. Okay. All right, so let's get you an outcome there. But very wise. So that's probably what it is too. You could have like you could be going through your mental, you're very much so in your head. So that's why I get Pisces as well. And Aquarius and Libras and Geminis, they're very much analytical people. They're very much so in their head. So you could be doing a lot of back and forth, second guessing, or just going through things that happen in your childhood. Okay. All right. So let's see what's this outcome. Yeah, because peacocks, only men peacocks do this to fluff their feathers, because they're trying to attract their mate. So there's a lot of this. This has to do with relationships. So you could be questioning a relationship. You can be questioning your own like masculinity or femininity and stuff like that. All right. So going back and forth. But this definitely has to do with men and women, like gender roles, but being so smart. All right, you could not be understanding these transformations that are happening with you, these metamorphoses that are happening. Okay. So what is the outcome here? Okay, so we got the Ace of Coins, and then we got this Nine of Cups showed up again, middle of the deck, Nine of Coins, and bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands in reverse. All right. So the outcome here is the Ace of Coins in reverse. This is what it looks like upright. This has to do with stability, financial security. It's in reverse right now, and then we have the swords here, the Six of Coins right underneath this. So I'm getting ego. You might have to drop some ego, okay? Where it's hard for you because of being, in the role that you're in, whether you might have to, maybe you are a single parent, a single mother, and you have to be defensive and be guarded for your children, but you have to find that equal balance, right? The masculine and the feminine as well, because too much of one thing is not good, and we know this. So with this ace here, this is this new beginning, but also, if you will, God giving you this new direction, but you having to take this break and doing this reflection. So you could be coming up to a reflection time. You could be coming up to a very pivotal birthday month or birthday year where there's a lot of reflection going on, things that you did or that you saw as a child growing up. And if you're a parent now, it's, am I repeating the same thing? Repeating history. Don't want that. I'm hearing you're the golden child. You are the golden child. All right. So you could be the highly favored or the middle child. It's almost like childhood, and I don't want to say childhood traumas, but there's some childhood triggers happening that you're questioning and saying, am I this? Am I like that? Am I like my mother? Am I like my father? Like, I'm kind of getting that kind of battle. But definitely have to do you're doing some reflective time right now, or you need to be doing some reflective time, because there's a lot of masculine energy around you. Not that that's bad, but it's almost overbearing, because it's just so much. There's so much, and that's probably what you're dealing with. And they say the acorn doesn't fall far from the tree. So you could be having this, like, I hope I'm not like this. I hope I'm not like them, or I don't want to be like that. And, seeing certain things in you that were like that of your family, men, grandfather, father figure, brother. All right. Become more so in the fall. No, well, I think now I'm not any kind of animal zoologist or something like that, but if I'm not mistaken, these deers start to get their antlers or start to get new antlers during this summertime. All right, because there's this deer here, but he's a buck. All right, so keeping it a buck, keeping yourself a buck, like being true to yourself, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But if that's not the case, there's going to be some awakening for you, or more of an epiphany coming towards, I want to say, the end of the summer solstice. So October, November, when fall starts to happen. Things will be more grounded and settled by then. Okay. All right, so let's get you a divine beloved oracle as well to end your reading. No, actually, I'll give you a wisdom card. Let's do wisdom, because it's something that you need to know. And wisdom is what I'm getting from you. Like, you have a lot of wisdom, so you could be an analytical person yourself. So you play a lot of things out in your head. A lot of things go back and forth in your mind. Okay. Yeah, take a nap. As soon as I crack open the deck, Foxy Moon says, take a nap. You see the fox and the moon? Take a nap. You got to take that rest and rest your brain, rest your weary head. All right. That's why we have to take what they call sabbaticals, yes, and fasting from certain things, certain people, certain places. Yeah, you need peace of mind. That's what it is. So some things can be playing out a lot with you. Yeah, and regeneration. So definitely come the end of this season, there's going to be like new life for you, or rebirth, if you will. But you got to go through this. This is your station of the cross, as they say. You got to go through this. Okay. Yeah, fork in the road. Fork in the road, number 13, breaking down to 4. So this is going to be what you're going through right now. Yeah, new life. See what I'm saying? New life. So, and then bottom of the deck is there's no place like home. So there's definitely could be some stuff stemming from childhood. Okay. But fork in the road is that you got to go through this right now. So that when you get to the other side, things are going to be a little more smoother. You can start to understand things the way that they were, the way that they are, the way that they should be, right? All that stuff playing out, the direction that you want to go in. I don't want to be like that. So you're changing your direction. You're shifting gears into the direction that you want to go into in your life. I don't know about llamas. I don't know what their spiritual, but again, deer, this has the antlers here. All right. So tap into the deer spirit animals. We can look that up and see what their attributes are. Okay. We also have the monkey here. So that's, and an owl. So I was going to say wisdom. There's an owl here. So yeah, you're very much so smart, wise, rather. You're very wise. So what you do is not going to be, you're smart enough to know. So it's like, if I go down this road, like you know how to break this down. If I go this way, this is what's going to be like, because you're so analytical that if I go this step, this is what's going to happen. If I go this way, that's going to happen. So it's making these decisions, but know that come the end of the road, sort of say, out of this season, it's going to be better for you. It's this new life for you, if you will, shedding all the old past trauma. And I don't want to say traumas, but shedding off all that old baggage, if you will, childhood issues, and, growing up and going into that adult level or adult life. 4 has to do with not boundaries, has to do with building blocks, foundation. So starting, if you have to start from scratch again with something, and I'm really getting starting scratch with you, rebirth, new life, taking everything for what it is and then moving forward, because we're in this Lionsgate where this is about rebirth. So taking this energy, incorporating it into what's going on with you right now and moving forward. 13 could be significant, or the number 4 can be significant. Number 4 can be a life path number as well. All right. So that's what I'm getting. Check back in a couple of weeks if you want to, and see, the trajectory and the change in things. What else do we have here? We got why. Yeah. Just questioning things. Why did it happen? Why did these things happen? We can play that in our minds over and over again. Is it going to do anything? No. Time to go. Time to go. All right. Okay. So that message was for Cleonda. Hope that receives you well, makes some kind of sense. Again, check back in a couple of weeks, because usually things change and shift. But that's the forecast for right now. Okay, so that was it, guys. I'm really gonna go. It's 3 hours already, and my battery's gonna go. I need to eat. That battery's gonna go. And again, I appreciate you all. Remember that again, no personal readings on my website right now. I'll let you guys know when I'm going to be back open for personal readings, and only midweek is when I'll be coming on Wednesdays or Thursday, give or take. And I'll be doing all signs at the end of the month. No Mindful Mondays as of now. Let you guys know when I'll do Mindful Mondays again. What else? Oh yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell from time to time when I come in. Thank you, Phoenix. Don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe. Share this out. Send it to your friends. Send it to your family. But please let them know I'm not taking personals right now. And let everybody know when I come back on for personals. And to my beautiful moderator extraordinaire, my Lotus, who holds it down regardless of the weather, the season, the time, the day. She's always here, and I appreciate her so very much. I will not forget. I will do your message as soon as I get off so that I can go ahead and eat and send you what I was channeling in for you. All right, y'all. So with that being said, catch you on the flip side.